finding their seats, and we'll give them a couple of seconds. It's nice to see such a full house and on a very exciting day. So first, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us in this celebration of Launch Oregon. Today, we usher in a new era for the University of Oregon, an era in which the university and the University of Oregon Foundation come together to help University of Oregon researchers turn innovative ideas into thriving businesses. It is truly a day for the university, the business community, and our state as a whole to celebrate. To tell us a little bit more about Launch Oregon, we have pulled together a distinguished group of speakers. Our interim president of the University of Oregon, Patrick Phillips, Mr. Paul Weinhold, President and CEO of the University of Oregon Foundation. Dr. Anshuman A.R. Rasden, Vice President for Research and Innovation. And Ms. Susan Stevens, the Chair of the University of Oregon Foundation Board. And Susan is also a member of the Launch Oregon Board. Our first speaker is Interim President Patrick Phillips. Interim President Phillips is a noted biologist, researcher, and American Association for the Advancement of Science Fellow. He has served at the University of Oregon in key roles such as acting director for the Phil and Penny Knight campus, head of the Department of Biology, and associate vice president for research. Interim President Phillips was serving as provost and executive vice president when he was tapped last August to step in as our interim president. And I will have you come to the mic. Thanks.
All right. Welcome, everyone. It is wonderful. Thank you, Vice President Hunter, and all your team for organizing this. This is really wonderful. And as I look around this room, I see so many faces. Obviously, I've been here 22 years. I know many of you, but it's more than just knowing you. So many people have labored to get us to this day, at this moment, through your own innovation work, your own frustrations, talking about what we need to do. So as I was looking around, I was thinking, well, there's a couple of reactions. This is exciting, and probably some of you are saying, it's about time. And so I'm here to represent and honor all of those perspectives as we move forward. So I do welcome everyone, whether or not you're with us or you're with us virtually. So over the last 7 years, as Vice President Hunter indicated, I've had the opportunity to participate in a lot of different activities at the university that especially have been geared to looking at how we enhance the efforts of the many great faculty, staff, and students and everything that they're doing on campus, how we can move that into a broader impact across the state of Oregon, really to help the state as a whole become healthier, stronger, and more prosperous. That led me 4 years ago when I came in as provost to start a innovation initiative that many different folks help explore and participate in. And it was really looking at how can we enhance the economic development of the state of Oregon by empowering our faculty, staff, and students to really fulfill their own visions of what innovation should look like and where those opportunities should lie. So today, with the announcement of Launch Oregon, this really represents a critical and perhaps the most important milestone along this path that we've been taking. We're certainly not all the way there, but this is so important to us and so important to the university and will be so supportive both to the university community and to the state as a whole. So it builds on our growing efforts and our expanding efforts to continue to enhance our impact in all of the activities we do. We're sitting in a room, obviously, in the Knight campus. That is a great exemplar, including partnership with the state to help support this building. The Bomber Institute, which we're just getting started, we're very proud of, and really activities across every school and college at the university are geared towards this. That helps us build from being the University of Oregon to truly be a university for Oregon. So Launch Oregon, which we're going to be hearing more about, is really a unique undertaking, and it's completely unique in the state of Oregon as well. So it will provide the means and the support to invigorate, catalyze, and really enhance all of the activities of the researchers that are become involved. It takes two partners. It takes the university, and then it takes the financial means to make that happen. So this is a new nonprofit entity external to the university that will provide funding, leadership, talent, and infrastructure to help actualize and catalyze the work that our researchers are participating in. Really to take all the great U of O ideas and the energy, especially among our students and staff, and then through the work of the faculty and their research enterprises to do great things. So with Launch Oregon, an idea discovered in the lab or in the field can have a much easier path of becoming a business, a product, or a service. I like to think that this is a unique moment in time, and it's really a chance for us to capture some of the magic that makes the University of Oregon itself special. And that's because we're very fortunate to be partnering with the U of O Foundation, which has the expertise and the talent to help make Launch Oregon a huge success. So this partnership between the university and the foundation has really underlined every major success that the University of Oregon has in the last decade. It's a partnership that is certainly very dear to all of us. So probably is well known, but maybe not completely well known to people, the foundation stewards and safeguards the donations of donors to the University of Oregon. But they are much, much more than that. And in particular, they have a board that brings together some of the greatest entrepreneurs and business people drawn from around the world. And we're very fortunate to be able to capitalize on their expertise as well. So thanks to this great work together, and we're very grateful, we'll hear from him in a second, from Foundation Board President Paul Weinhold and the many trustees who have helped work on this to make Launch Oregon a reality. So thanks to this work, together, the University of Oregon is able to further enhance our impact and to really fulfill our calling to make Oregon and the world around us a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Interim President Phillips. Our next speaker is Mr. Paul Weinhold, President and Chief Executive Officer of the University of Oregon Foundation. Mr. Weinhold was instrumental in bringing the 2022 World Athletics Championships to the United States for the first time, and specifically bringing them here to Eugene and Hayward Field. He is a founder and current board chair for Summit Bank. Additionally, Mr. Weinhold has been with the University of Oregon Foundation since 2009, and he worked for more than 25 years in the commercial insurance industry. Mr. Weinhold?
Oh, thanks for that. Thank you, Richie. Patrick did a fantastic job of articulating the mission and the vision of what is now Launch Oregon. And I want to give special credit to Patrick because we had a conversation not long after he took over his role as interim president and said, what can we do together? Within a few minutes, we collaborated on this idea, and we've been moving very, very quickly ever since. So that was about October, I think, when the foundation board voted to create this entity. And we moved quickly. Entity's created. We have a website that's up to date. We have a fantastic board, some of whom are here today. We have Laura Lee McIntyre, Kelly Bosch, Brian Wolf, Susan Stevens, A.R. Rosdan, and myself. Bob Goldberg could not be here today, Darren Johnson, and Bob Coman. They had other commitments. But we have a very skilled and talented board that's going to help us in this endeavor. So, but I think rather than going into much more detail about what Launch Oregon is, it's clearly an incubator space for ideas generated on campus, but it is an entity of the foundation that is going to be funded by the foundation. And with the support of the board, we have multi-year funding for Launch Oregon. So we don't have to worry about that this is a short-term idea, this is a long-term commitment. As well, the board is committed to providing some of the startup capital for these entities that come off of campus. And currently, the number we're targeting is about $3 million, so there will be a significant amount of money to provide seed funding. You know, it's great to be here. It's great to see this launch and see the energy in the room, and we're all certainly excited about it. I also feel like I want to say that the excitement isn't just here. There's the word's gotten out. We've gotten it's around the country. Yesterday we closed the pool for the search for the managing director, and we have a robust pool of candidates, highly qualified from all over the country. So the next big announcement for us will be who will be the managing director of Launch Oregon. So thank you all for being here, and this is very exciting.
Thank you, Mr. Weinhold. I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing University of Oregon's Vice President for Research and Innovation, Dr. Anshuman Razdan, also affectionately known as AR. First, I'd like to recognize that Dr. Razdan was recently elected as a National Academy of Inventors Fellow. Congratulations. Dr. Razdan is a distinguished computer scientist and researcher with expertise in interdisciplinary research and the establishment of core facilities. As a practitioner, he understands the importance that funding plays in research. And as an administrator, he's working to assist University of Oregon researchers who are blazing new trails. The Office of the Vice President for Research and Innovation supports the university's research centers and essential core facilities. It is pivotal in promoting innovation at the university, which is at the heart of Launch Oregon's purpose. As Vice President of Research and Innovation, Dr. Razdan's expertise and collaboration has been crucial to the successful formation of Launch Oregon. Dr. Razdan?
Thank you, Richie. Greetings to all the colleagues and friends of the university. Thank you for coming. So as a computer scientist and engineer, it is only expected that I start my remarks with an equation. It's simple to explain, but hard to execute. And it's as follows: discovery plus innovation equal to societal and economic impact. President Phillips talked a little bit about that as transforming University of Oregon to University for Oregon. 9 months ago, I came to the University of Oregon as Vice President for Research and Innovation because of its heritage of strong discovery. And a leadership, frankly, committed to think outside the box. So I must thank Patrick for recruiting me. Today, the research office is really proud to partner with the foundation to bring this cradle to launch approach and making that a reality. Paul mentioned that we have been working on it for several months now, and it's just gelled really well. Finally, through Launch Oregon, we are creating a mechanism that will lift the innovation part of the equation to match the discovery part, and will allow all the discoveries to lead to their full potential as either startup companies or licensing opportunities. And as Patrick mentioned, it is unique for Oregon, and we are first of a kind, and we are very proud of it. So let me say a little bit about what a new startup company needs. Simply put, access to capital, business and leadership talent, infrastructure, and a well-connected board. Now, each one of those things is hard to attain, but putting all of those four things together is a giant exercise. I can speak from experience, raising the first dollar is the hardest one to do, right? So Launch Oregon will help create this ecosystem and a startup culture that UO has been wanting very much by making all these resources available. By seeding the Launch Oregon Venture Fund, really what foundation is providing is enabling access to all those 4 critical areas that I just mentioned. And the Launch Oregon Board, which is going to be made up of UO faculty as well as the board members, creates a marriage of industry, academic experience, and venture experience. And it'll not only bring that expertise to the startup companies, but also make sure that we stay true to the mission of discovery plus innovation equal to societal and economic impact. Now, let me briefly mention what is going to feed the pipeline of the Launch Oregon, and that is programs like Translation Opportunity Program within my office on the side of the university that nurtures UO innovators, which are made up of faculty, researchers, and students, to bring their ideas, patent those ideas, teach them how to be entrepreneurs, and then provide seed grants from $50,000 to $250,000 to prototype those ideas. Once they mature and they graduate, they will move over to Launch Oregon to exercise their full potential as new companies or licensing opportunities. In future, we'll have opportunities for outside investors to invest in Launch Oregon newcos, and also we look forward to our donors to partner with us also in supporting university programs like the Translation Opportunity Program to help feed that pipeline. Finally, I want to thank Paul Weinhold, the foundation board, the leadership and staff at the university who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make today a reality. So I look forward to working together to make this a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Razdan. Our next speaker is Ms. Susan Stevens. She is the board chair of the UO Foundation. The foundation is a keystone for Launch Oregon, and its board members bring invaluable experience to this partnership. Ms. Stevens has more than 30 years' experience in the banking industry. She is a senior executive who retired from J.P. Morgan in 2011 as head of corporate banking for the Americas. Ms. Stevens?
Thank you, Richie. I always love being the wrap-up speaker, and I'll keep my remarks short. So I represent the Board of Trustees of the Foundation, and I would say that we are unequivocally supportive and are incredibly excited about Launch Oregon. We just feel like the time's right, the people's right, the organizations are right. We need to do it. The Foundation's goal is always to support and advance the mission of the university. And although the Foundation is a separate entity, we have a very strong partnership with the university and a very strong working relationship. And you can sort of see it in the gentlemen that are sitting at the table. Launch Oregon is actually just one example of this historic relationship between the two of us. So I want to thank you again for joining us today to celebrate the official launch of Launch Oregon. We're using launch a lot, but that's okay. And most importantly, though, I want to congratulate and thank Interim President Phillips, Paul Weinhold, and A.R. Razdan, because these three men, all in suits, are literally the driving force behind Launch Oregon, and we should give them a round of applause. And now for the hard part. We look forward to witnessing the impact of Launch Oregon and the impact it's going to have not only on the university but on the state of Oregon. So you have a lot of work, you have a lot more work to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Well, this wraps up our event for today. We thank all of you who have joined us in person and also those who are joining us via live stream. For anyone seeking more information about Launch Oregon, there's a full-color handout that's on the table outside. So if you didn't grab one, be sure to grab one. You can also get more information from the website, www.launchoregon.com. And additional questions can also be sent to uonews@uoregon.edu. For members of the media, our panelists will make themselves available to you after today's event. And thank you all again for attending. This is a great day. It's a great day for the University of Oregon. It's a great day for the state of Oregon, and I wish all of you a great day. Thank you.